It's contact, but I'm running. But that's back to the picture.
Welcome to Connecting to Spirit with Stacey, a weekly journey into the spiritual world with evidential medium Stacey Niedentohl. With nearly 10 years of experience offering transformative private, group, and platform readings, Stacey is also a passionate mentor, guiding students for over 5 years to unlock their intuitive gifts. She is the author of 2 impactful books, My Head Knows, But My Heart Still Hurts, a 30-day grief recovery journal, and My Crystal Addiction Diary, an exploration of crystal and stone energy for healing. So please welcome the host of Connecting to Spirit, Stacey Niedentohl.
Hello and welcome to Connecting to Spirit. I'm Evidential medium Stacey Niedentohl. We are live on Bold Brave Media and other streaming platforms. I'm so excited that you're here tonight. If this is the first time you've been here, you picked a great night to tune in and listen or watch, depending on where you're located at. We're on YouTube as well. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So tonight, I've been so excited about this show. I've been so excited for the last couple shows of when it was going to be the right time to do a live call-in angel card reading. And tonight is the night. And we've got the call-in number listed there at 866-451-1451. You can call in, ask a question about spirituality, have me do a live angel card reading for you. You can put a question in the comments. I already have some questions that some of my clients wanted me to go over tonight, but I just really wanted to show you how angel card, oracle card readings work. And when you look at having an angel card reading done, there are tarot cards, there's angel cards, there's oracle cards, there's energy cards, and it just depends on what the situation is and who your actual reader is going to be that's doing the reading for you. So I've got a couple different decks here with me. Ones that I use all the time and then ones that I just use from time to time. So I wanted to show you a couple of the decks that I'm using. So if you were pulling cards for yourself, there's a deck that's called Messages from Your Guides, and I think it's by James Van Prague, where you would ask a question for yourself, and then you would pull a card, and it would give you an answer. Whoops. And this says, learn from your mistakes. And intuitively, you feel into what's being said to you. There's Archangel Michael cards. So if you need help with specific things, you could pull an Archangel Michael card for yourself or for someone else. This is a blessing in disguise. So I've got a couple different decks here that I want to use tonight. So feel free to call in at 866-451-1451. Or like I said, attach your question to the Facebook group. I'm trying to watch that as well. But I want you to feel comfortable and in a safe space where we can open up to our guides, to our angels, to the messages from the other side, to give you insight, maybe on your soul journey or on where you feel like you're going spiritually. I've had several angel card readings done myself and tarot card readings done for myself, and it gives you such insight. So it's before we get a call from someone, I want to look at one of the questions that I received from one of my existing clients that says, what are visitations at night? Are they real or are they just dreams? So when we go to sleep at night, our mind calms down. It allows the spirit realm to connect with us because during the day, we're so busy doing so many different things that we're unable to either pay attention to certain things or see signs or hear things. But when we go to sleep at night, that's when our guides, our angels, that's when spirit can connect with us. And when you receive a visitation from someone who has left this earthly realm, it'll seem like a different type of a dream. You'll remember it kind of verbatim, what they looked like. Maybe you didn't completely hear their voice, but telepathically they were speaking to you. And it's one of those things where you want to maybe journal afterwards, and you want to be able to remember what's being said to you. And the cool thing about a visitation is you do remember it like they are actually there with you. Now, I see a few people on my Facebook group that is saying that, that they would love an angel card reading, please. And I would love for you to call in so we could talk. So the number to call in is 866-451-1451, because I would love for the audience, the viewers, to see how this works in real time. And I can pull some cards, for those that are on Facebook, but then there's no real interaction. So, I see I've got a call, but we can give it a try. Okay, Susan, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi, Susan. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I have a cold, but I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll send you lots and lots of healing energy. So, is there a spiritual question or a question that you had, or would you just like me to pull some cards for you?
I have a spiritual question. I lost my mother about 3 years ago, and now my sister is going through an illness and has chosen not to have an organ transplant. And
Okay.
so I'm just sort of concerned about everything that's going. These losses are very close together. Before my mother left, my dad left about 30 years ago. So I was a caregiver
Okay.
to my mom for
Okay.
30 years.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. So your question is how to deal with the grief of that,
Yes, I
or
think I'm feeling guilty about not being with my sister in Delaware.
mm-hmm.
And because I was there for my
Okay.
dad, I was there for my mother, but I'm feeling
Okay.
guilty.
Oh, well, you don't want to try to feel guilty. And I know that's a difficult thing for me to say kind of off the cuff. But what you want to try and do is do the best that you can with the knowledge that you have. And you want to be able to send her well wishes. If you feel like you need to be there with her, then go there and be there with her. But you can still talk on the phone with her. You can still, do video chats with her. But we can't be. Oh, okay. Can you turn your volume down just a wee bit? I'm sorry. But
Okay.
there we go. But feeling the guilt before she's even left this earth, you want to hold on to the precious moments that you have now. Does that make sense to you?
It does. It absolutely does.
Okay. All right. So I do want to pull an Archangel Michael card for you, if that's okay. And
That's fine.
if you're not familiar with Archangel Michael, he is the protector, he is the guider, and he is also the one who greets you before you transition into the other side. Is there something in particular that you could do for your sister that would be very special to her?
I can't think of anything right now. I
Okay.
thought about writing her a long letter, but she
Ah,
can't read.
okay. So you could do, there are recording applications that you could record your voice, or you could Zoom and record and then send that to her so she could hear you and see you. And the
Okay.
card that I pulled for you, and I don't know if you're live with us or not, but it says,
I am.
embrace your life purpose. And do you see what the woman has in her hand? She has a quill feather pen and a journal. So you were just saying, well, I'm thinking about writing her a letter, but she doesn't see very well. But it says,
I
I
see
am
it.
guiding you. It says, I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you are meant to be doing. So from the deepest part of your heart, of love that you have for your sister, that's what you want to be sending to her. Does that make sense to you?
It does. It makes a lot of sense. I never once thought that.
Yeah, because if you think about the guilt, then you lose the special moments that you have now,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
So instead of
I
feeling
do.
bad about yourself, what's something special that I could do for her? Can I call her on the phone and remind her about a story about when we were kids? It's those types of
Yes.
special moments that you want to embrace and say the things to her before you can no longer say them to her.
Okay. That's
Okay?
great advice. Great advice.
Well, well, Susan, I so hope that that helped you, and we'll definitely be sending healing prayers to you and to your sister and for the situation that's going on. But, just stay within the heart and stay within that love center, and you will make the right
Okay.
decisions every single time.
Okay. Thank you, Stacey.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So we just had Susan on the phone with us. And the number, some people were asking for the number, and for some reason it wasn't allowing me to post it, but it is 866 451 1451. And you can call in just like Susan just did and ask a question. Oh, okay. Chambersburg. I have Brianna Riordan on the line. Are you there, Brianna?
This is actually her mother, Janet.
Oh, Janet. Okay, it said the note that I had said I have Brianna. Okay. So
Oh, she
Janet,
might be
how are
on
you
there tweeting
doing?
too.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's great. So Janet, Janet. I'd like to know who's calling. So did you have a specific question that you wanted to ask, or did you want me to pull some cards for you?
I did have a specific question.
Okay. All right, Janet. So what is your question?
Both of my parents have passed on, and a while after my mom passed, I would have dreams where I knew that we were together, like you were talking about earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and it lasted a long time. I haven't had them in a long time since then. And I've never had one of my father. I ask them every night before I go to sleep to please come to me in my
Right.
dreams, but it's always bad dreams. It's dreams of my mom being sick, dreams of my dad being sick. How do
Okay.
I stop that from coming through?
Okay. So those are just flashback memories of when they were actually ill. If you want to have visitations before you go to sleep at night, or you want them to come to you in some way, if you look at their photo before you go to bed and like and we always remember what our parents look like, but sometimes a photo, and then you close your eyes and you can see that photo in your head, and you just say, you know what,
Mm,
come and visit me. Come and sit with me for a while. I don't want to remember the bad things. I
right.
just want to have a visit from you. And it may not happen the first night, but the more you continue to do that, then they'll start, coming in. Maybe you want to, if she had
Okay.
a necklace that she always wore, and you want to hold on to that necklace before you go to sleep at night, or put it underneath your pillow. When my uncle Glenn passed away, and he was almost 100 years old, and it's been, I guess, 3 or 4 years since he's passed. And when I would go to have readings done, I would want him to come through, and he would never come through. And they would say to me, I've got
Right.
this little old man here, but he says, not now, not now. And I thought, well, all your friends have been gone for a while. I guess you have people that you want to visit. And it took a long
That's what
time. And
I
it
was
took,
worried that are they mad at me? Like why am I
oh,
every time I'm dreaming
no,
it's something bad?
no, absolutely not. There's a difference between visitations and dreams. A visitation
Right.
is not going to be anything bad. You may not actually
Okay.
hear their voice, but telepathically, you'll have a conversation with them. You may not actually
Right.
feel their skin, but you'll know the touch of their skin or the scent of their skin. And our mind plays tricks on us, depending on what we watched before we went to bed at night or what we were thinking about before we went to bed. But before you go to sleep, if you just do this meditation where you just quiet the mind, visualize them, and just ask them, I need you to show up. Come to me in a great way. You don't necessarily have to give me a message, but come to me. On my YouTube channel, I've got a guided meditation to visit with your loved one who's on the other side. And basically, there's just
Oh,
some
great.
music behind it. And it has you visualize yourself walking to a tree, sitting on a bench, and then you see a shadow starting to walk towards you. And as the shadow is walking towards you, you start to recognize the outline of the shadow. And all of a sudden, the shadow is now this person that you know. And, you recognize the dress that they have on, or you smell the scent of their perfume, and just invite them to sit on this bench with you for a little while. And when you practice
Yeah,
that,
I'm definitely going to
it
try
will
that.
happen. Yeah, it will happen. After my dog Spike passed away, I did one, and I'm like, all right, I want my dog to come. And all my dogs came running over this bridge with my dog. And I was like, oh my gosh, it works with dogs too.
Oh,
It
I'll
just
have to
takes
try that one
practice.
too. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Janet, for calling in. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So we just talked to Janet. It was apparently Brianna's mom. I don't know if Brianna is still on the line or not. And I'm not sure if we need to take a break, so I have to wait and see what my engineer tells me. Up 1 minute till the first break. Okay, so I'll just chit chat here for a few minutes or for a minute. But what this show is all about is you calling in and either wanting an angel card reading or an energy reading, or you just have a question. You just need a validation of something, just like Janet was just asking. And what Susan was talking about, her sister getting ready to transition and what could she do to release the guilt. That's what this show is about. This show is about you. This show is about helping you to heal. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not an attorney. I can't give you any of that information. But what I can tell you is your loved one on the other side away. And when you stay heart-centered, it's always the right center to be on. So this is a good time to take a quick break. Again, call in on 866-451-1451 if you have a question or if you want me to pull some cards for you. So I'll be right back with you after the break.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent, but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of The Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on The Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Dr. RC will share extraordinary resources and services that promote educational success, as well as making a difference in the lives of all social workers, as well as the lives of children, adolescents, and teens of today. She will have open discussions addressing many of the issues that we face about our youth and how being employed in the uniquely skilled profession of social work for over 18 years has taught invaluable lessons through her personal experiences. She will also provide real-life facts, examples, and personal stories studies that will confirm that why serving as a child advocate is extremely beneficial when addressing the needs of the whole child. Listen live to Dare to Soar, Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network, and tune in radio as Dr. RC will provide thought-provoking information that will empower, encourage, and strengthen students, families, and communities across our nation. You can also visit her at soarwithkatie.com.
Hello and welcome back to Connecting to Spirit. I'm Evidential Medium Stacey Niedentohl, and we are doing a show tonight all for you. We're doing angel card readings and answering questions. I had a feed going on here, but for some reason it's not showing up, but we'll come back to that. I did have a few people that were on the line. There was someone there from Kensington, Maryland, I believe they said. Kensington, Maryland, are you there? Oh, Catonsville, Maryland. I'm sorry. Am I connected with Catonsville, Maryland?
No.
Hello? How are you doing
Hello?
tonight?
Is it me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Was there a specific question that you had tonight, or did you want me just to do an angel card reading for you? What were you looking for tonight?
An angel card reading would be fine with me. An angel card reading is fine.
Okay, great. Is there anything specific that's going on, or did you want me just to find out what's going on around you, past, present, future, your path, and your challenge?
Second option sounds good.
The past, present, future? Okay. All right. And what
Yeah.
is your first name? All I have is Catonsville, Maryland. Just give me your first name, please.
Ashley.
Ashley. All right, Ashley. All right. So I'm just going to connect with you, and I just ask that you are open up and allowing me to connect with you, spirit to spirit, soul to soul. And we're just asking the angels to give us some guidance here. Okay. All right. And I'll show the cards as I explain them. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay. So how I look at the cards, I have one card for past, two for present, one for future, two for your path, and then one for what your challenge is. I like to read the cards forwards and backwards. Sometimes that helps you to understand them a little bit more. And I just need you to agree or disagree that you understand or you don't understand what the heck I'm talking about.
Okay.
So,
sounds good.
Okay. So for your past card, I pulled the card that says manifestation. When it shows up in the past, it's that signal that you at one time were very goal oriented. You could make things happen, that there was nothing that you didn't feel like you could not accomplish. Since it's showing up in your past, something has happened that maybe your confidence isn't as high as what it used to be, or maybe you don't need to be as goal oriented because you've taken a step back from go. When they're calling you back to it, they're saying it's okay to manifest things for yourself. So they're calling you back into that. Does that make sense to you at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
All
see
right.
that.
Okay. For the present, they're letting me know that your guardian angels are around you, guarding and protecting you. And they're also talking about body care. Body care is that being mindful of what the body needs with your guardian angels. So when it shows in the present, it's validating that you are aware that someone is around, something is around, guiding you and helping you. You're being very mindful of it. It's whether you're getting the tingles in your body or whether you're stopping and meditating a little bit, but it's just saying you're paying more attention to what the body needs and you're being guided by your guardian angels. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect. The future is showing me ideas and inspirations. So when it shows in the future, it lets me know that you've been kind of mulling something around for a while. It hasn't been quite the right time. And that might be why that manifestation was showing in the past. But it's showing me that your ideas and inspirations all of a sudden are just going to start to click into place. And you're going to start listening. That's funny how they said that. So she's going to start listening to her own advice and putting one foot in front of the other and start making things happen. The path to
That would be nice.
That would be nice, right? The path to that
Yeah.
is the friendship and the tribe that's around you and abundance. So if your friend group, your family group, the people that you surround yourself with do not make you feel abundant, it's time to make a shift in that. So that means that your circle may get a little bit bigger, it might get a little bit smaller. But in order for your ideas and inspirations to grow, you have to have people that are going to help to build you up. Does that make sense?
It does. My circle recently has gotten a lot smaller and tighter. So,
and that's not a bad thing. Doesn't mean the circle won't get bigger again. It just means, you know what, right now, this is my trust circle. Your challenge is intentions. And I love how the intention is your challenge. Because remember, the very first card that we had was manifestation was in the past. But then the future showed ideas and inspirations. So this is showing me that something is brewing within you. This confidence level, this idea, this group, whatever it is. But it's setting the intentions of it happening, not setting an intention to say, well, if this doesn't happen, then I have plan B. Because then you know what? You manifest plan B. So set your intentions, ask with purpose, visualize it, see it with abundance around you. And abundance isn't always financial. Abundance is what your worth is and the people that are around you and how they make you feel with your friend group. Because your ideas and inspirations are being guided and lifted up to you because you're now being mindful of the body and what the body needs and guided by your guardian angels so that you're able to manifest again. So when I'm looking at this, it just shows me that maybe you've put yourself on pause for a minute, kind of viewing the surroundings before you're moving forward with something. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. I'm tending not to be as quick to act. I tend to mull it over more than I used to. So yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm choosing quality over quantity with my people. So
it makes a big
sense
difference. It makes a big difference.
Yes.
There's times I'm out in a big crowd and I feel like I'm absolutely alone. And then there's times when it's just me and my husband and it's like I don't need anybody else in the world. So it's that quantity of the people that you surround yourself with. There's a saying that says, why would you, how is it? Why would you fight the storm for someone who wouldn't walk through a mud puddle for you? And it's like, oh my God, that's exactly right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So Ashley, I hope I was able to give you some insight and some validation of what's going on around you and to let you know you're on the right track.
All right. Well, I appreciate you greatly and you have a good rest of your show.
You too, Ashley. Thanks so much for calling in.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's basically how an angel card reading works. I see there is a Radcliffe from Pennsylvania who is on the line. So if we could have Radcliffe come through.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, how
Hi,
are you doing this
Stacey.
evening?
It's Gretchen.
Oh, hi, Gretchen. Okay, it just says, okay. So, Gretchen, is there a specific question that you have, or were you just looking to have an angel card reading done?
I would like to have an angel card, but I just had recently somebody that really used me
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so, I feel like we
financially.
all go through that. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. So, angel card reading, or do you want me to read the energy that's around you?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that energy that's around you would probably be better for you. So, can you pick a number between 1 and 4 for me, please?
30.
3? Okay. Thank you. Oh, and when I went to pull one card, 3 cards came. So this is from the Earth Warrior deck, and I love this deck because it's one of those decks that you really have to use intuitively instead of reading what's on the card. So I've got 3 different cards here that I've pulled. And the very first card that I have, whoops, where's my camera? It says the way of defined the way of defined feminine revealed. So when I'm looking at this card, and just because of what you just said to me, it lets me know that your feminine energy is kind of surfacing. And you know how when you get a sunburn and your skin is red and it's like it hurts to the touch? When our feminine energy starts to bubble up, we sense and we feel every single thing. Does that make sense to you?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but
Okay.
no, not really.
No. Okay. So would you not say that you're in an emotional state right now because of something that happened that hurt your heart, your skin,
Oh,
your
yes.
soul very deeply?
Oh,
Okay. All right. Maybe, oh,
absolutely.
yeah. Okay. So when I'm also looking at this card, I see that there's this butterfly that's here. And this lets me know that the butterfly is in the process of transformation. When I look at the next card, she with the Adine Emerald Heart. Okay. Whoops, camera. So the first thing that pops out there is the hummingbird that's there at the heart because it talks about the heart. So the hummingbird that's at the heart is green, which senses healing of the heart. The hummingbird represents sudden bursts of joy and energy and a paradigm shift. So even though you're kind of stuck in this emotional turmoil right now, know that sudden bursts of energy are coming for you. The outcome is second chances bring success. Okay, hold on. Let me put this up here. Okay, whoops. And you've got this tiger that has these stripes on them. So your tiger has basically shown his stripes. And second chances aren't necessarily for the person who hurt you. The second chance is for you to say, you know what? I learned my lesson. I'm not going back into that type of situation again. And when I'm looking at this, the thing that jumps out to me is the diamond that's here at the third eye. So now you're seeing things clearer than what you saw before. So maybe you saw other things, but you ignored them, and now they've all bubbled up to light. Even though it kind of like hurt your feminine energy, you felt burned, you felt betrayed, or the heart was broken, you've still got that little hummingbird that is that heart center that's signifying to you that a paradigm shift is coming and bursts of joy are coming. You just have to invite them in. May not be with the same person. I would say it's probably not going to be with the same person, but what it feels like is this person needed to move aside so that someone else can come in. Does that make sense to you, Gretchen?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, and we'll definitely send healing energy to you to work through that. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Gretchen. I have Jeffrey from Pennsylvania on the line. Hello, Jeffrey.
This is his wife, Vanessa.
Oh, this is Vanessa. When I saw Jeffrey, I thought, is my husband calling in to give me a rough time? Okay.
No, it's my husband. It's under his
That's
phone number.
That's okay. Not a problem. That's why I kind of smiled for a
How
second.
are
I'm
you,
like, oh,
beautiful?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm
Are
good
you
too.
okay?
Can't complain.
You can't complain. Okay. So, did you want me to do an energy card on you, or did you have a specific question, or do you want me to pull some
I
angel cards?
well, I'll just tell you, but I can't be real specific.
Sure,
I
that's
have
fine.
something coming. I have something coming up. Very interested in. Just a little leery because I have to jump through some hoops to obtain this,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know if you want to do an angel card
Okay.
that's present moving forward, or an energy card as far
Okay.
as what may lead me to there.
Okay. Well,
It's up to you, Stacey.
when you were saying you have this opportunity that's coming, all of a sudden I saw these, not like the fireworks, but those little plastic things that you pull and all the streamers come out.
Yes.
Like that's what they showed me. So that lets me know that there's a celebration that's definitely coming for you. I feel as if that same deck that I just did for the last caller is kind of where I need to go, because that's that
Okay.
Earth Warriors Oracle. Will you pick a number between, let's say, 1 and 5?
3.
3. 3 seems to be the lucky number tonight. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, okay. Okay, so you said 3, but 4 cards came out, so we're going to go with 4.
Okay.
So all cards tell a story. And as I'm looking at the story on this, I see butterflies, I see an owl, I see a black panther, and all but one card has the butterfly on it. Butterfly means transition is coming, or we're moving into transition. So the very first card that I have, there we go. Says Spirit of Warrior. So see how the butterfly is above the crown chakra. And I don't know if you're live with me. I shouldn't automatically assume, but the hands
No,
are out.
I'm on the call thing, so
Okay.
I can't
Okay, well, you
see
can
you
always watch the
right now.
replay. You can always watch the replay. So there's this butterfly that's at the top chakra, which means the thought process, the things that are coming in are starting to change. And then as I go down the card, I see that the hands are out. So that means what I am receiving and what I am sending out. Everything on this card that I'm looking at has some type of feathers or a butterfly or this purple, which is the third eye. So it lets me know that things are transforming, that you're seeing and receiving and sending things in ways that you've never thought that you could. The second card, it says, she who rides the owl brings justice. So when you look at this right now, I don't want to say you're in a dark spot emotionally. It's not that, but you're kind of in the dark. Do I move forward? Do I not move forward? Where do I go? What do I do? The cool thing about the card is it's showing the owl. What does the owl do the best? It sees at night. So you're seeing things for the way that they actually are. You're able to understand from point A to point B and how to maneuver it around. But the owl is being held. So there's still some fear. You haven't taken the flight yet. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So the third card that I pulled for you was upside down. And why I said and it makes a difference if it's right side up or upside down. There is also an owl and a butterfly on this. So the transformation is in neutral, basically. It's right there. The garden gate is open. You just haven't walked towards the gate. You haven't shut the gate. You haven't walked towards it. So the transformation, the change that is coming for you, you can see it, you can feel it, but oh my God, do I really want to do this? I'm afraid. What if I fail? What if I succeed? Type of thing. So when it's upside down, it just means you're in neutral right now. You are visualizing all the things that are around you, all of the what ifs. And then when I look
Absolutely,
at
100%.
perfect. When I look at the fourth card, yes, it has a butterfly on it. But what jumps out at me the most is this panther. And the panther represents what I just said. Panthers don't spontaneously respond or react to anything. They walk through the jungle, through the forest, wherever they prowl, and they're looking around at all of their surroundings. And they are taking in, how do you want me to say that? They're taking in all of the cautionary thought processes before they actually step forward. And that's where you're at right now. So this transition is coming. You see it for what it is. You're in neutral because you, whoops, I can't, there we go. Because you are searching all the surroundings. Here's my I don't know if I want to say advice. Here's my.
I was just going to say because I am in neutral and I can see the beauty of this opportunity, and I have weighed it 1,000 times, 1,000 different ways, but I'm not jumping for joy because there's some things that has to happen first. But I'm greatly, deeply excited for me for the first time in a long time. So go ahead and give your advice.
Okay. So I was just re-looking. I wanted to see at the card that was upside down, what it actually said on the bottom that was showing that you were in neutral. And it says, no good thing shall be withheld. So here's the thing. If you turn this opportunity down, this adventure down, in 2 years, in 1 year, in 3 months, are you going to say, why didn't I at least try? Because if you see the beauty in it and you feel it, because it almost feels like, I feel like from your stomach to your throat, you're just like, oh my God, I need this. I want this. I can
want
do
to
this.
scream that.
Yes. But it feels like the left brain goes, okay, I don't know. 1 + 1 = 2, and it's always been 2. Why do you want to bring a 3 into it? Why are you breaking something that's not fixed? But here's the thing.
Fear.
You're never going to know unless you try. Are you more fearful or more faithful? There's the test.
Well, yeah, right, exactly. Probably right now, without everything being in place, I'm more fearful. I have faith that I want it. I have faith that that person wants me to have it, but I'm just very cautious based on past trauma.
Ah, okay. So now you need to dig down deep into the past trauma. What has happened to you in your past that has brought this fear onto you now? If that trauma is still pulling at your heart and giving you fear, you haven't healed from it. There's a healing from trauma, and then there's being cautious because of what happened. Where are you?
Probably a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Okay.
But wanting and knowing that I deserve what's ahead of me. And it'll be a wonderful opportunity.
Okay. So your very first card says Spirit of the Warrior. A warrior does not walk in fear. And at least if you try, you can say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I tried this. Or later you might go, well, you know what? I tried it. Now I know. But you're not going to know unless you try it. Make sense?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Stacey. As always,
thank you.
It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you
Take
so
care of
much
yourself,
for
hon.
calling in. Thank you too. So I see that there are multiple callers. So if you would just let me know who is next, that would be great. I'm going to take a quick drink. Okay, I have someone from Virginia that is calling in. You calling in from
Hello?
Virginia? Hello?
Yes, I am. Hi, Stacey. It's Barbara Sullivan.
Well, hello, Barbara. How are you?
My phone works easier this way than it does on the internet.
Perfect. Perfect. This is a great opportunity then to be able to do this for you. So, was there a
Yes.
specific question that you had, or did you want me just to pull some cards for you?
Oh, I'm not sure. Somebody from my past has come back into my life, and I feel like I probably should not be as open as maybe as I have been. So, whichever way you think you should go,
Mm.
do it.
Okay, so I'm going to start first with an Archangel Michael card. And then I'm going to go to
Okay.
that Earth Warrior card. So this is for Barbara. And she's asking whether she, and you know what? Yes, I understand. Okay, let me just do this before I start jabbering off. Okay, so this says, I love this card. I don't know if you're online as well, Barb, but it says, don't give up on love. It says, a relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can help you strive. So, this is letting me know that this relationship that has come back in may need to shift and turn a little bit. But it feels like what you want from it, you can create is how it feels, but it doesn't feel like you're making it up as you go. I understand. It feels like open conversations from both of you can allow this to thrive and to move forward again. So this relationship that has come back in, how it feels, and I usually don't do a lot of relationship things, but how it feels like there is this, and I know you're down at the lake, but it feels like there's this lake that has a lot of twists and turns, but it doesn't feel like there's turbulent water. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So let me
I
just
guess.
pull these cards. Well, if it's just a journey or just a path that you have to like float down the stream to connect to the bigger water, that's one thing. But if there's a lot of tidal waves and a lot of rapids, that insinuates arguing and fighting and feeling like you're out of control. Hmm?
There's none of that.
Yeah, he's none of that. It just feels like,
I just don't feel like it's really gonna. I don't know. I guess I just don't feel like it's really gonna work, and I'm not sure why I'm putting forth the energy to try to make it work.
yeah,
That makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it does make sense because we get to a point in our life like, why am I wasting my time with this person if it's not going to be what I'm visualizing it to be? I feel like you need to have the conversation though with them of what you feel it should be, but if it's just not meant to be, you can't make it be. When I pulled two cards for you, the first card that I pulled for you says honor your light. So it is where your light is, where your heart is, where your voice is. If you don't feel like you're being heard or seen in the relationship, or you don't feel like the relationship is going to grow together, don't dim your light so that the light of this other person shines brighter. And the other card
Gotcha.
that I pulled talks about the galactic heart. So if you see the card that's on there, there's this white light that's at the heart. And to me, just like I was just talking about honoring your light, you've got to stay honest and pure to yourself. And you can't, it's funny because how they're saying to me is we can't always help everyone get to where we need them to be. Sometimes we have to meet them where they're at, but sometimes it's too far apart from where we need to be. I feel like I just talked in
Gotcha.
circles there. But
No, I got you.
yeah, it just seems like
That makes perfect.
it there's a possibility of it working, but it just seems like it's too far apart and you're giving more than what you're actually feeling or wanting to put into the relationship. It shouldn't be hard work. There
Exactly.
we go.
You hit that nail completely right on the head.
Okay. Okay. It took me a
Yeah.
second to get where they were going, but it just feels like there's a lot of twisting and turning in the water. Not that there's a lot of rapids and things, but it just feels like, oh my God, how long does it have to take until this happens? Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
trust your heart, trust your light. If it's exhausting, it's not for you.
Amen,
Okay.
sister. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you.
I'm sorry I missed you again. I will be there in the
Yeah.
fall for sure. I love you too.
All right. We'll talk to you soon, Barb. Thank you so much for calling
Yes,
in.
ma'am. Give Jeff a for me.
I'll give him a big squish for you. Absolutely. All right. Do
All
we
right.
have
Have a
another
great,
caller,
have a
please?
good show.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay. Okay. So it looks like we might have time for one more call. This hour has gone so quickly, but we have Emily from Pennsylvania. So Emily, are you there?
Hi, Stacey. I'm here.
Hi, Emily. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I'm doing well. I didn't realize we're a little bit short on time. So did you have a question, or did you want me to pull a couple cards for you, or what were you looking to receive tonight?
You want to pull some cards? I think that'd be great.
Okay, all right. So, you know what? Let me, okay. So,
Well,
yes. So, go
what do
ahead.
you think? What do we have time for?
So, yeah, let me pull. I'm going to stick with this Earth Warrior. Um, it's how they're showing me. I feel like there's a situation going on with you. It feels like you're a small child in between two adults, basically, and you're being carried by them, but you don't necessarily want to be carried by them. Does that make sense to you at all?
Oh, God.
Is
Yes, it
there
does.
is Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So when I pull these two cards for you, the one says Child of Light. So this is letting me know that even though these adults are kind of pulling you along, you're a child of the light, but you're also an adult and you can make your own decisions. And when I'm looking at this card, you can see that the woman is reaching up for the light and allowing herself to embrace it. You've got the monarch butterfly here that's letting me know that there's this great transformation that's coming. And I have a dream catcher also, here in the corner. So you are reaching for your dreams and you're transforming through it. The other card that I pulled for you is Kin of the Red Hawk. Whoops. So when you look at the red hawk, this is one of the fierce, very revered birds that is in the Native American culture, and you've got this skeleton or the skull that's behind it. So it's letting me know that you need to peel back some of the layers from your past, almost like to the bare bones of yourself, so that you can actually allow yourself to put your wings out and fly on your own. So when I'm just looking at this, it just lets me know you've got this want to be free and to connect with yourself. You just need some shadow work to happen. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
it does.
Okay. All right. Well, Emily, thank you so much for calling. I'm sorry I had to cut you a little bit short here. But I appreciate you so much for calling and just kind of, think about that, what I just said to you, and work from within to heal from within. Okay?
I think I can do that. And it's a good thing we didn't have much more time, because I think we could have devolved this into a whole therapy session. So I
Well,
think
you
we're
can
good
always
with
book a
this.
session with me. You can always book a session with me. All right. All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you, Emily. Oh, so we've got about 2 minutes remaining. I don't really think I have time for another call. I'm not sure, unless we could do a fairly quick one. But I so appreciate each and every one of you calling in and asking your questions. This is how an angel card reading works. And there's different cards that will touch upon different parts of you. I do angel card readings, I do energy card readings, I do mediumship readings. And if you want a more in-depth reading, if you want a more in-depth conversation with me, you can always go to my website, conectingtospiritwithstacey.com, book a reading. I do gallery readings as well as intimate groups if you want to host, depending on where you're located in the world. But I'm hoping to be able to do this call-in show maybe once a month. What do you think? You'll have to let me know what you think. Send me an email or private message me and let me know what you thought of this show. Be sure that you like, share, subscribe. Help me to grow my viewers. Let's spread the word that the angels are ready to speak. So, guys, this has been such a pleasure. And I always, always pray that you live the life you love and you love the life you live. If not, you're the only one that can change it. The angels, your guides, your loved ones on the other side, they're only a whisper away. If you just stop and meditate, or you go and you have a reading, all of a sudden, this spiritual awakening, this from grief to relief starts to happen, where you start to be able to breathe again and allow yourself to live this spiritual journey that we're all in, but we're living it in a human body. So until next week, my dear friends, my tribe, those who called in, thank you so very much. Be sure that you tune in next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Bold Brave Media. I don't know what we'll be talking about. Maybe we'll do another call-in show. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. All right, guys. I love you so much. Have a great evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
This has been Connecting to Spirit with Stacey. Tune in each week as Stacey delves into the journey of life, healing, and spiritual connection, inviting listeners to open their hearts, clear their minds, and create the life they love. Right here, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Bold Brave TV network, powered by B2 Studios.